Well, ladies and gentlemen, Radio Rookie here, and I have arrived right now, this very moment. I have just arrived at the very place that I was told to come to take my technician's class exam tonight. Yeah, you heard me right. This very night. After months and months and months of preparation, the moment we've all been waiting for, at least I've been waiting for, to take my technician class exam. And I'm going to be going in here in just a few minutes. I'm going to, I don't know what it's going to look like. I've not even met these people yet, but I'm going to go in there, and I guess they'll take me into a room. There's supposed to be 3 examiners there. These 3 have at least a general class license, possibly even the extra class. I don't know. They will sit there and they'll look at me. They'll stare me down. They'll watch me. I don't know. They're going to give me a test. I saw a video of this test being administered, and I guess it's a paper test and some pages of some stapled pages. They'll put a calculator in front of me, some pencils, some scratch paper, and I'll work through somewhere between 30 to 40 questions. I had to study a pool of 400 questions for this test, and I think they're going to draw out about somewhere between 35 and 40 questions for me to answer. So we'll see how that goes. And but here's the other thing. I might attempt to take the general class test as well. I might do that. We'll see how this goes. But I'll come back out here in a few minutes after this is all over, and I'll give you the update. I'm feeling pretty good about it because I've studied hard. And in a future episode, I'll talk with you about the pros and cons of this whole process, and maybe some tips and pointers for when you're ready to take the test yourself. But let's see how this goes. I'm going to for sure take the technician test tonight, possibly the general. And when it's all over, I'll come back out here and I'll give you a report. All right? See you then. Now, how do you turn this thing off? This thing on. Let me get some light on in here. Oh, there we go. Hey there. Hey, I'm back. Folks, God was with me. I passed my technician's exam. Thank you very much. Thank the Lord. I passed the thing. And then after they congratulated me on passing, and they asked if I wanted to go ahead and give a shot at the general, and said sure, why not? And I went ahead. I took the general. You know, I didn't study as much for the general. I passed the general test too. I'm embarrassed to tell you how well I did, because it sounds like I'm bragging, but thank God got it. God, after all of these months of working toward this, I actually passed the general test, the technician and general test. And friends, this stuff isn't easy. I mean, I've heard some people say that this really gets, that it's not as hard as you think. Well, the test itself wasn't all that hard. They had 35 questions out of a pool of 400 for the technician's test, and then the same for the general 35 questions out of a pool of 400. So what does this mean now? Well, we're in a government shutdown right now, so I'm not going to get my call sign until the government opens back up. Hurry up, Congress! Get it done! Get it done! I got to get my call sign. Of course, a lot more serious concerns than just me getting my call sign. We need our government to reopen. But, yeah, this is, by the way, if you're watching this in the year 2040 or something like that, I'm referring back in 2025, the time we're in right now, when we had a government shutdown. And, yeah. But what does that mean? Now, what it means is I don't have a call sign yet because the government has to assign it to me after me passing that test. That means I can turn this on.
Frequency mode.
I can listen to it if I want to. I can listen. But you see this button right here? That's the push to talk button. I'm not supposed to push that until I get my call sign from the FCC. So I can't push that yet. I don't think I'm even supposed to touch it. I'm probably not even supposed to look at it until I get my call sign. And so I will get an email when the government has assigned the call sign, and I pay them a fee online, and then I get to go on there and print out my call sign, and I can just push that little button. Oh, I'm sorry, I looked at it. Push that little button as much as I want to push it, as long as I'm following the rules, of course, on the right frequencies. That's why I took this whole thing. Man, these are nice people in here too. The people that put this on, they run a club here, Ham Radio Club, and I might just join it. They gave me all kinds of little gifts, a little book, and all kinds of stuff. Nice people. All right, folks. Listen, the reason I started this whole YouTube channel was to encourage others that might want to get involved. I originally started it just for a small group of my own friends, circle of friends, that I was trying to encourage to get into this so we could talk to each other 500 miles away. And I hope you're watching. You're the ones I started this for. But I want to connect with friends, with new people. Who knows what this is all about? One thing that this has really done, it has expanded my brain considerably. One of the reasons I got into this is I wanted to take on something that was challenging, to stretch myself a bit. And this has stretched me, and I have a lot more to learn, but a different kind of journey has begun. Okay, folks, that's all for now from Radio Rookie. See you another time. 73.